Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Dr. P, and welcome back today for a brand new Fortnite Battle Royale video. Now, in today's video, I want to talk about version 6.3 that just went live in the game earlier this morning, some of the biggest changes that came along with it, as well as a bunch of new information regarding the storyline we just got this morning. Definitely stick around if you enjoy the video and you think you might enjoy it. There's a ton of information coming for you right here in this video, so definitely stick around. If you could do me a favor though and drop a like and subscribe to the channel, and let's shoot for somewhere around 1,000 likes, that would really make my day. So let's go ahead and try to do that, and without any further ado, let's dive straight into it. So I made a video a couple days ago in which I talked about the war that Durburger and Tomato Head seem to be having. Yesterday, Epic Games even teased it further on Twitter, posting this and saying, "Danger never looked so delicious. Durburger gear and Pizza Pit gear are back in the item shop." So clearly there's some kind of importance, big enough that they ended up bringing back both of these skins around the exact time this whole food truck war is going on. Now, to top it all off, as I'm sure you've noticed, there is a new game mode that's in the game right now, and it's actually called Food Fight. It's pretty cool. It's an interesting concept. You start out blocked off from the other side of the map. The enemies can't get to you. You can even see where the enemies are on the minimap. You have full radar, which is extremely interesting. But essentially, you have to protect your mascot. You're either going to be Team Burger or Team Pizza, and there's a giant building that holds your mascot, and you basically just have to defend it while doing enough damage to the other mascot to kill it first. I've only played one match of this game mode, and you're seeing the gameplay right here on screen, but I can confidently tell you it seems like an interesting idea, and it was a ton of fun to play, just to mix it up and to have something different, because we haven't had anything like this game mode. You know, respawn's enabled, I guess, in that aspect. It's kind of like Disco Domination, but in terms of the actual goal of the game, to go and obliterate the enemy's mascot, that's interesting, and especially when you get into this tight quarters location right here, close quarter area, inside of the enemy's base, it gets pretty tight. You can build up so much in there, just block people off. You're constantly editing pathways through walls. It's a ton of fun, and I definitely suggest you guys give it a try. I know I just touched on this a little bit before, but I just want to go ahead and reiterate the fact that you can see the enemies on the minimap, which I think is awesome. You don't have to worry about people sneaking up on you because you'll be able to see it. It kind of takes away an entirely different aspect of the game when you don't have to worry about people creeping up on you or landing right on you when they respawn. You can just focus on getting after the objective, and if they come after you, you'll know. You'll be able to respond and turn around if you're paying attention. So we finally got a little bit of clarity, just a little bit, on the storyline. We got the new weeks 8 and 9 loading screens for Season 6. I'll go ahead and show you week 8 now. Essentially, you can see the A.I.M skin, the hunting party skin, making his first ever appearance on a loading screen. Now you can see immediately he is stationed at his location on Flush Factory where he landed. You can see his parachute there, it's very clear where he is, and he's even got a weird hologram out in front of him in which he has specifically marked the area known as Flush Factory. You can see it lines up very closely on the map, almost exactly, and that's where you can tell where he is. We had gone so many different weeks without even a mention of the hunting party skin, and I'm glad we finally got to see him show up here in a loading screen. It doesn't really tell us all that much we don't already know. The parachute's there, he's at Flush Factory, and apparently the only thing this does confirm is Flush Factory was in fact his ideal landing spot. You can see he landed, he got into his hologram mode, and he's even pinpointed Flush Factory, showing this is indeed where he meant to land. Now we'll move on to the week 9 loading screen. You can see Calamity and Deadfire, two skins that are very similar, sitting in the middle of the new Leaky Lake post-event. After the butterfly event, they seem to be confused, they seem to be startled at what happened, they don't know what happened, they don't know why everything is suddenly gone, everything evil, Kevin the Cube, etc. is suddenly just vanished, and everything left behind is the polar opposite of what Kevin the Cube was, you know, total destruction, chaos, evil. Now it's filled with tranquility and peace and flowers and a gently running lake. Now if you take a look at the top left-hand corner of the loading screen, you can see who else but the hunting party skin, A.I.M. Now you can tell for a fact this is him traveling. He's on the move. He's here in the middle of the lake. What does that mean? Not too sure. But this confirms yet another small detail, a minor detail about the hunting party skin. Yeah, he might have intended to land at Flush Factory, that might have been where he was set to drop, but that's not his final destination. It looks like he has moved. His purpose was probably to land at Flush Factory, kind of a remote area of the map where he could kind of go unnoticed and make his way to the middle of the map, to the area where everything had previously gone on. I can't help but remember Donald Mustard's tweet a few days ago saying this is the end of the beginning, and by this he was referring to the butterfly event, the big event that just went down a little over a week ago. For as big as that event was, I think we're going to see even bigger stuff show up here in Fortnite over the next season or two. And I wouldn't be surprised if the aimbot skin, he looks really sick. He seems almost like a killer robot. I mean, if you look at his description, it says scanning for targets. Who knows what his true intentions are, if they're good, if they're bad. I mean, let's not forget, we're still in Season 6, and the theme for this season was, scary stuff, Halloween, and who's to say just because Halloween has ended and the Fortnitemares event has ended that nothing bad is going to happen? I don't think that's something you can safely assume. Epic Games are the kings at making you get your guard down and then hitting you with something amazing, something huge, something you simply weren't expecting. So, with that said, I wouldn't be surprised if we get some other kind of creepy Halloween type thing happening here in the finale of Season 6, leading up to Season 7. Season 7's theme is likely going to be completely different. It's not often you get to have, a Halloween themed kind of season for your game. So I think they're going to take advantage. They know they're not out of the season yet, and they're going to stick to the theme as far as I'm concerned. And I feel like the aimbot is going to play a big, big part of this whole remaining storyline. He's probably got a lot of unanswered questions. We really don't know who he is or where he came from, to be completely honest. I'm assuming in next week's update, or the next update, whenever that is, we'll get another loading screen that will provide even more clarity. But I do know that after reading these two loading screens, or seeing the week 8 and 9 loading screens for this season, I can confidently say we've got more information. We got a better idea of what's going on. The hunting party skin landed at Flush Factory and then made his way over to the place where everything had previously gone down, whether he's just observing what's going on or planning an attack maybe. Who knows? Now that I think of it, it's probably unlikely that he is coming here, airdropped here, to go to Leaky Lake to simply look at it, to simply say, oh, what a nice place. He's probably got some master plan stored away, stashed away, that he's getting ready to execute, whether that means he's going to need more backup. Maybe we could get more of these robots dropping down to help him with an eventual invasion or attack of some sort. Who knows? We really don't even know what he's trying to do, but definitely let me know your theories in the comment section down below, and also tweet me your best theories on Twitter. I love to interact with you guys all over my social medias and get your feedback, get your responses, and share my insight as well. I sincerely hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a like and subscribe to the channel, and let me know what you guys think about everything I said in this video. And if you haven't already, like I said before, I highly suggest you try out the Food Fight limited time mode. It's a ton of fun. It's completely different than any other game mode you've ever played, and that's what I really like about the LTMs recently. Disco Domination and this one, Food Fight, have been so out of the box, so experimental, that they're almost good. They are fun to play, especially when you get bored of the main game. You get an unfortunate death, you get cheesed, you get sniped, whatever the case may be. If you're frustrated with normal Battle Royale, this is definitely a fun alternative. You're constantly respawning and getting into constant action, so it definitely has my endorsement. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day or night, whenever and wherever you're watching, and until next time, take it easy and peace out.